Hi, welcome to Pondercast. We are supported by your monthly donations. You pick the amount that works for you and go to patreon.com/pondercast and support our creative work. Thanks. I'm Laurie Brown. Let's Pondercast. It is 5:20 a.m. and I'm sitting outside at a garden table wrapped in a blanket, and I'm waiting for another day. For another day to start here in the country in England, where I'm riding out this storm. And the sky is still completely black. No stars. Maybe right down at the horizon line there's just a hint of something lighter. But I'm not here for the sky so much. I'm here to bring you the sound of the world waking up. And I want to show you that there is something that hasn't changed. I'm here in the cold to bring you the birds at dawn. And who will be first? This episode is about keeping your world big, even though it has never been smaller. And this moment, when the day breaks, is the perfect way to open up your world. Did you hear that? The first bird. I knew it would be the pheasant. It's beginning. "5:30 a.m. The world has been turned upside down. And it feels like nothing is the same. But you know, that's not true. I see more light appearing in the sky. The sun is coming back. And so are the birds this morning. What else is still the same? The smell of this air, the peacefulness of this morning. I made myself a coffee, just like I do every other morning. And I find myself looking for things that haven't changed, things that are still the same. It's impossible to see how anything could be wrong in the world at this moment. But a lot is wrong. This could be the biggest event of our lives. And we are sitting in the middle of this cataclysmic event, and yet experiencing a moment of dawn breaking and the world waking up. It's a familiar feeling. How can we possibly process these two extremes? We try, but we mostly just experience them one at a time, right? We veer wildly between noticing a moment of beauty and then we dive back into the chaos and confusion of trying to stay safe and separate from the world. I find myself getting very emotional when I stop and see or hear something beautiful that's right in front of me. And then, I dive right into the depths of worry and anxiety and worst case scenarios. That's the way my brain works. And I imagine that's the way your brain works too. But what happens if we experience both of these worlds at the same time? Because they are happening at the same time. Can you feel your anxiety about family members far away and at the same time feel that flood of peacefulness that this bird song can give you? Can you pour your heart into both of those feelings at the same time? What happens then? When the heat of your laptop has turned your thighs red, and you see red from following your anxiety link after link after link, look up and zoom out. Make your world big again. Think of how many times you've said, "Oh, I want to retreat from the world." Oh yes, but not like this. But there are so many elements of this self-isolation that carry a lot of what we've been craving for in our lives. So how do we get what we need from this time? Because we may never have an opportunity of time and quiet like this again. How can you see straight through all the anxiety to the other side to see what's being offered here? Keep zooming out. Change the question from why is this happening to me to why is this happening for me? think about what everyone is learning right now. Learning to cook, learning to be alone and be okay with that. Learning to be together as a family every moment. Learning to be satisfied with what you have, to be grateful for 1,000 tiny graces. We are learning to take care of ourselves, to calm ourselves. We're learning to ask for help and to reach out and offer it in ways we never have before. I don't think our way of life was meant or built to take this kind of close, prolonged examination. I think we're all seeing things that we need to change. We can't outrun this virus, and we can't outthink it. We can't pay our way out of it. We've got to accept what's happening. Oh, add to that list, we are learning acceptance. And we are learning what really matters to us. What's important to you now? What is it from this strange new life that you have that you want to stay the same once this is all over? And how will you work to hold on to that? Is this the great turning point for the world? Is this a great turning point for you? So keep zooming out, open wider. In that taste of the first bite of dinner, zoom out. In the sound of your child's laughter, allow yourself to feel things more deeply than you've felt in a long time. How ironic is it that it's feelings of gratitude and generosity and love and empathy and compassion that are heightened at exactly the same time anxiety and fear and every other emotion that ripples outward from them are also amped up. Can you zoom out and feel them all together? Fear and gratitude, worry and generosity. Pull them together in the same moment and see what shifts. And keep listening for the birds. Their tiny hearts are racing. For it's spring once again. Good morning. If you're looking for more short pieces from Pondercast, go to pondercast.ca/grounding.